Aquarius, hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to my channel. Thank you for joining me. I hope you are having a good day wherever you are in the world. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to another Aquarius Tarot. Aquarius Love Tarot, Aquarius Love Reading, messages from your person. Reading where we're going into thoughts, feelings, intentions, moves, what you might need to know. Let's take a deep dive, Aquarius. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us what we need to see for Aquarius. Please show us the cards, Aho. The High Priestess is here. Interesting. Just had a pretty intense Capricorn reading with High Priestess. Here we are, and it's really wanting to be your overall energy today. This is not surprising to me, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. Yeah, gosh. Okay. Okay, so Aquarius, this is clearly somebody from your past. There are some truths. There's something here that is about to be revealed. The High Priestess, as you can see, is your overall energy, and it's right above the Six of Cups in reverse. So there is an energy of living in the past, and I think it's just kind of across the board for everybody because it is somebody from your past. Now, it could be recent, it could be really far back. It could also be that you've had a lot of history. But it's also really clear. Look where the Nine of Swords is today. This is here in an energy for me where their energy is strong. It's just kind of extra strong. It's just the way it is for me. And they're sleepless, quite literally, thinking about this connection with you. There are things being revealed to them. It does feel literally nocturnal. We are looking at the first placement here, the Strength card in reverse. So there's some fear that this person has around facing some truths. They've been in denial about connected to you, and maybe that's because, yeah, they might need to make something right, or they realize that they played a big part in why things are here. Perhaps if you're just not talking, if you're in a no contact, no communication, I do feel like they're waking up literally with some truths. And also Judgment, by the way, is here in the partnership placement in reverse. You know, and that's an energy of getting clarity and making decisions. It's the reversal. It's the opposite of that. There's some denial. There's some fear. And it's also connecting with the Strength card in reverse. So hear me out when I say that it's also connected to you in the way of, well, what I want to say is wanting to get this here in the upright and getting some clarity and making some decisions. And it's clearly, pun intended, around this person. You could be here in real time. You could be here weeks, months, years later. When you are here, trust the timing of that. You'll receive the messages you are seeking when you're meant to, in all sorts of ways in our lives, right? So whether you're here in real time or later, trust the timing. With that, I do want to say I'm channeling for you currently under Mercury retrograde in Pisces. We're just coming out of the full moon lunar eclipse. And yeah, there's just an intense energy here, and it's just been really intense just in how I feel in my channelings, and it's just really clear in my readings. And it's just really validating that this is somebody who is literally feeling this energy. Page of Cups in the upright, Queen of Swords, like I said, the truth. They're getting truths. The truth is literally being revealed to them. I feel like it's being revealed to you, and it's connected to this person. They're not sleeping. Everything's surfacing. They're looking at things in a different way. It's just going to happen anyway. It's happening in this time that I'm channeling for you. Yeah, the Hermit is in reverse. Aquarius, the Fool, is also in reverse, and that's your energy. So it's really validating around the no contact here, I feel. Also, just even connecting this energy they're in of what and who they're thinking about, it's you. here with the Fool in reverse, whatever your placement is around Aquarius. It's also validating that they know they maybe checked out, or there are things that were left unsaid. They were careless. I feel with your heart. The Hermit in reverse, really validating here with the Six of Cups in reverse that, yeah, this is an energy of no contact, no communication, and or in separation. Also where this person, like in their head, especially in this reversal energy, look, there's a snail here. I just want to show you. Slow moving kind of energy. Look, heading for all the mushrooms, which are regenerative actually. It's the first things you see when something, when there's a fire and you look at the ground. Later on, the first things that pop up are mushrooms. But this reversal energy, it's like the lack of that, of growth and clarity. It's been a stuck energy, and it's a current stuck energy. But things are being revealed here. Truths, Queen of Swords. Really validating. And this is, by the way, a Libra energy, and also Venus around this love. Connected to the Six of Cups in reverse. So clear. Ace of Cups in the upright. Around the feelings. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Where things are, I feel. Whether you were in that energy, in a long-term energy already, it was something you were heading toward or working on, or it was a possibility in the future. It's really validating for me that, yeah, this is not, it's no more, or it's paused, you know, could be for some of you that it's just paused. Five of Wands in reverse. What has been keeping them from the truth that they're not wanting to see? You can see it literally. Fear. And this is also a validation of how much they're in their head trying to work this out. And this is the other thing. This is your reading, Aquarius, and where you are, I feel. And this energy of fear, perhaps, again, connected to the Strength card in reverse. So the Judgment and the Strength card both in reverse. Around looking at some things, yeah, around this connection, like being revealed to you, things that are resurfacing for you around this person. Because again, I feel like you're both kind of here. There is this living in the past energy, because this is an unfinished, kind of unresolved energy. Page of Cups is also here, and the Seven of Wands. Good self-defensive energy. Page of Cups connected to the emotions. The Three of Cups in reverse. Need to get some more in here. The Queen of Wands in reverse. The Four of Pentacles in the upright. Bond. Look, it's in reverse. That's the thing. Two of Wands in reverse. Okay. Again, it's like the denial of it. You know, I want to validate here too, for those of you that this is or was a platonic and or physical connection, it's pretty validated for you, for your collective, I guess I want to say, that it may be somebody that was being flippant about it and not admitting emotions even to themselves, kind of energy. But this is definitely an energy of the truth that literally here is being revealed. It's somebody that I feel like you were waiting on. It could be that you still are, you know. But it's also really validating that things kind of fell apart and things are not moving. They haven't been. I also want to validate for those of you that had your last communications were kind of, I guess you could say, wavy, emotional, you know. That's also validating whether it was in person or around messages. My gosh, this is just so wild. Oh my gosh, just the energy that is coming out here. The Two of Cups is here. The Knight of Swords in reverse. All of the things that are left unsaid here in this connection. Three of Swords. Yeah, gosh. The Two of Cups, though. The feelings. Clearly that there is still love here. I just need to get these energies because they're yours. And that's it. The bottom of the deck, the Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so it may be that some of you had conversations even around it, and it was just like, why aren't you telling me the truth, or how you really feel, or how do you feel? I want to know. It does feel like there was some discord here. They definitely broke promises. And the Ace of Cups here, I was already feeling that around the Ace of Cups, around the feelings that are being revealed, the truth around this person who's thinking about you, but that are still here in general. Ace of Cups, the water energy. Look, the cup is overflowing. We actually have two turtles here representing the two of you. One of them's upside down and the other one's coming over to help him up. That's what they do, actually. And this is a Venus energy, obviously, and it's around this relationship. And it's also just really clear for me that this person is waking up in this energy and just having these epiphanies. The literal wake-up energy, because they haven't been awake. They've been in denial about their feelings and what happened here between you. Where things are now, you're on their mind, clearly. So that's already really super validating. Ace of Wands in reverse. The fiery energy that's around the energy of love. The plan, like you could say, around the relationship, the movement, the passionate energy. This reversal energy is around the delays. There's kind of a brutal energy around it. It's sort of like, it's here with the Nine of Swords. So it's a lot of what this is, what they're feeling. It could be that it's not possible to even communicate, or it would just be really difficult. Even difficult around their pride and their ego. The Star is here in reverse. So Aquarius, that is your energy. Also, both the Fool and the Star are in reverse. And they're both your energy. And it's just so validating around like this person who's been in denial about their feelings. Two of Cups. It's just been really super clear. Look, it's even connecting here with the Six of Cups in reverse. They've been in denial about it. It also connects me to things that should have been said that weren't, or things that were said that shouldn't have been. Maybe even ignoring messages. There's a lot of unresolved energy here. It is all surfacing. That's the Nine of Wands. I like the Devil in reverse because that is getting out of shadow, ego. It's Capricorn energy, and it's also a healing energy. So this is the other thing I want to say to you. If you're coming here at a point where you just want to heal and move on, you want to be honest with yourself, or you want to hear these truths, hopefully this is also healing for you in terms of uprighting the Star for yourself and the Fool and the detachment in the Devil in reverse. It's clear that this is somebody that you still love. And it's also clear that they still love you, and that, in fact, it's coming through loud and clear here. And they're not sleeping because of it. It's like they're in this energy. We all are. Whether you're here in real time, months, years later, this energy of everything surfacing that they've been in denial or trying to hide, they're getting the truths whether they like it or not. Therefore, it's coming here for you. And again, I just do want to validate the possibilities, the window opening of communication are really quite strong. So should you be able to see this person or have the possibility, just a little bit of heads up, I guess you could say, if you can see each other at that particular event, that it could get pretty emotional. And it may be that it's been a while. This stillness, as you can see, is in reverse. And look, it's a wildcat kind of getting ready to go, sort of when they go like this, if you have cats. This reversal energy coming out of stillness energy, connecting with the Four of Pentacles and also the Two of Cups. Like, it has them all rumbly and not being so still anymore. And it's also validating that if you can see each other, or there's a possibility for communication, that they jump through that window of opportunity, especially in these next weeks. Regardless, The truth that's being revealed to them, now you know. And the truth that's being revealed to you, which they have been trying to deny. Yeah, that Knight of Swords again here in reverse. So all the things that weren't said, but it's also things that I feel like were said. And sometimes silence speaks louder than words. How were things left? You know, what things should have been said that are coming through here now. Truths about feelings. They're surfacing and they're here for you. And the Three of Swords, also the Four of Swords, is really not surprising because we already know where this is. And that is a validation for me that there is some heartbreak around this. There's some loss. And that you're currently, I feel, in this Four of Swords energy because it's where you go after and it's sort of like being apart and it's just healing and it's just, which I actually like because it's renewal. It's here with the Ace of Cups around this emotional energy. Again, which I feel like a lot of this is for you. But it's also a validation of where this person is now. There's even a frog in our Four of Swords. Look, they're here, and it almost looks like a tree stump, I guess. Yeah, it's like the bottom of the tree. They're showing the frog that's there. And interesting, you know, you think of like a frog and a prince. So we do have the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Princess, Prince Charming kind of energy. But it's also a broken promise energy where it is, and this is where things are. This is it's kind of like they're in that frog energy. I know that sounds really weird. And King of Pentacles is here. One of the four kings under our Emperor, divine masculine energy around that, around commitments. And I just feel like it's the energy that they're in now. It's a stronger energy than the Page energy, which I feel like they have probably for a long time been in. This Page of, speaking of which, this Page of Swords energy in reverse of, again, holding on to some truths here. And out of fear. The truth is keeping them awake. That they still love you. And it's being revealed here to you. And I feel like it's something you probably already know because you're here. And if you're still here, obviously it's connected to this specific person in that past energy, however far back or recent it goes. Oracle, as you can see, I'm not reading it in reverse. There's so much alignment with Capricorn, which is probably not even a reading that you would watch, but it's like, wow. Movement is here. The ostrich. And look what is here. So first of all, the movement, the new cycle here, coming to a 10, deducing to a 1. And the movement that's happening, look, rising above here with our hot air balloon heading here for above the clouds. It's the clarity, it's the wake-up energy that is slow here, but it's here. And it's literal wake-up energy as well around the things that are surfacing for this person. But it's also this truth here being revealed to you right here in this reading. And for some of you, there's definitely that connection. Wow. Yeah, things, look, the moonlight is here. Around contact being made. This person from the past, to whatever degree, resurfacing. Feelings are surfacing here. It's just like unresolved things, things that weren't said, things that were said, things that were hidden, by the way, as I talk about that in the High Priestess energy. What's being revealed that's been in the moon? Well, we already know the moon is connected to the emotions, of course, the water energy. And it's right here with the Two of Cups. The fact that they still love you, and I think you probably already know. If you're not feeling like you love them, there's obviously a lot of feelings here that maybe you haven't wanted to look at. They've definitely been repressing it, and that's definitely being revealed. Just even here on stillness in reverse. Yeah, and our Page of Pentacles, that page energy, the messenger, hearing from them, stillness in reverse, Two of Cups. So yeah, I mean, you're hearing it here, but it's very likely in this intense energy, Mercury retrograde in Pisces, by the way, which is the moon energy of it coming out. It's coming out now, but I mean, coming out in terms of contact, movement, coming to life. Well, yeah, that's an energy that's also here now. Wizard of Awareness. Yes. Awareness connected directly to the third eye chakra. I see. Connected to the Death card, the Moon, the Hermit, and the High Priestess. Timing here, communication, growth. So yeah, unresolved things, unresolved emotions, unresolved contacts, words unsaid. It's all coming up. Cleaning house, 100%. Yeah. My gosh. It's right here where their energy is quite strong. It's, of course, coming to a 10 here, again, around the new cycle. Magic prayer. Look, rock bottom and sacred pool. It's kind of like the 10 of Swords. It's undeniable for me. But it's also what I like about that, even that energy, when you get there and then you get the swords out, it's healing. And there are two paths here. Look. So there's the bottom, but here's a path here, and here's a path here. It's connected to sacred pool. That is coming to an 11. That is a master number. It's around new beginnings. It's a rebalancing energy. So whatever comes from this truth that's coming out around this person, and should they be contacting or breaking a silence, you seeing each other, whatever, you're getting it here anyway, and it's healing for you. Coming to life, Wizard of Awareness. That's also connecting me to the Magician. And that is an energy of manifesting what you want. It's an energy of getting in, like making it happen, holding on to the wand, you know, having access to all the elements and being able to make happen, clean house. So if you're needing this truth to be revealed so that you can detach, it's here. It's very specific. There are two paths to take here in sacred pool. I mean, it just goes without saying. Look, the person is laying in the water, which is very healing around the emotions, around timing. There's like this energy going up, coming off of them, or is it coming down? But it's like a rainbow. It almost forms a heart, kind of. But it's peaceful. Coming to life, cleaning house movement. So for a lot of you, it's just really clear that you're hearing these truths around this person. You're revealing some truths for yourself, making some decisions, trusting your intuition, your gut instincts, and the direction you want to head from here. And I got to tell you again, this real-time energy, it's like that's what's happening. You know, things are surfacing and being looked at, and changes are being made. I'm not over you, Aquarius, because I don't want to be. Being together with you is all I can see, okay? You touched my soul so deeply. Remember, these are higher self energies. You are my destiny. Magic prayer. It's sort of like still thinking about that. They're definitely in this energy. They're living in the past in such a big way. My biggest mistake was to think that I'll be okay without you. I'm not, and I never will be. It's almost like, well, it's connecting here too with the rock bottom energy and the promises they broke. As every moment ticks away, the more I keep thinking about the past, the stronger I feel that our love is meant to last. I love you, baby. I don't know why it just sounded funny coming out, baby. I wrote that, and somehow, I don't know. I'm ready to take all the blame. A lot of the energy that's here, again, it's just resurfacing. I know that I've hurt you, disappointed you. Please believe me when I say I'm sorry. You can even see it in this moon card. This person's not looking up at the moon, what's hidden in that moon, around emotions, just coming out of this full moon lunar eclipse. My gosh. And that's the other thing, again, connecting to you, you know, not wanting to look at it. So what you need to look at being revealed to you. And obviously you already know what that is and when it's already been happening. I just can't sleep because I keep thinking about you all night. I made you cry, but that is never how I wanted things to be. I have not moved on. I am lying. I run because this love is so intense, and I think this is the last two, and then the bottom of the deck. I want to return, but I'm a big chicken. I feel so at home with you in the bottom of the deck. Did we not see this? No. My life's biggest mistake was to think that I'll be okay without you. The truth is that I'm not, and I never will be. I miss you. Feelings, truth revealed. It's just really super clear. Beautiful Aquarius, that is your reading today. Thank you for joining me at the Tarot Closet. I'll see you next time.